It's Tuesday, and that means it's time now for our weekly Hot Jobs Report.
Yes, it is brought to you by the Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend. Good luck. In Corpus Christi, an electronics technician is needed. You will perform a variety of inspections and repairs on electronic equipment and must be proficient in related computer software and hardware. At least 2 years of experience, an associate's degree, and a valid driver's license are needed. Pay is a little less than $19 to a little less than $30 an hour plus benefits. In Aransas Pass, a pipe fitter is needed. You will perform a variety of tasks, including assembling, maintaining, and installing pipes and processing systems. You will also have to perform a background check. A high school diploma or GED plus a valid driver's license are required. Pay is $30 an hour. In Gregory, a custodian is needed. You will clean buildings and must have reliable transportation and be flexible to work if needed. A TWIC card and background check are required, and at least 2 years of experience is needed, plus a high school diploma or GED. Pay is between $12 and $13 an hour. In Robstown, a lead maintenance technician is needed. You will repair and maintain an apartment complex and must have knowledge of appliance repair. You must have a valid driver's license and be able to work on call if needed. At least 1 year of experience is required, and a high school diploma or GED. Pay is $18 an hour plus benefits. And finally, in Alice, a fluid technician is needed. You will be in charge of adding and mixing chemicals or ingredients for processing and work with coil tubing drill outs. You must be able to read, write, and complete maintenance logs and field tickets. A background check, drug screening, and MVR check are needed. You must have reliable transportation as well and a valid driver's license. At least 1 year of experience is also required. Pay is between $16 and $28 an hour. To learn more about these jobs and others, contact Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend at 888-860-JOBS or visit workintexas.com.
Lots of jobs out there.
Yes.
And